I love training new people. It's motivating to me because when you're able to teach someone a skill set that they can literally work anywhere in the world, a little light bulb goes on in the brain and like, oh wow, I can really do this. I can change my life. I can buy a house, buy a new car, create a family. This trait that we train people on can change someone's trajectory in life.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tint Podcast. Excited for another episode. I'm Ricky, and I'm here with my big brother, Josh.
What's going on, everyone? Today we had a very fun conversation with Marco, the film trainer. Been trying to make this happen for 2 years. Finally made it happen here today at SEMA. Check it out.
And are these controllable? Is the volume controllable?
Yeah, you want up or down?
A little bit up. It's kind of hard to hear you.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Perfect. Great.
Nope.
Hello?
Great. Okay, so what does the red panorama emblem mean versus the blue one?
Just the panorama meeting.
Got it.
It was in Scottsdale this year, so it was desert theme. So this was our freebie that we got.
Got it.
So
in Texas, they have like that orange, like my iPhone color.
Yeah.
They call it burnt orange. You know, Texas, they like to be different.
Yeah.
So
no, yeah, they went. We were in Texas the year before that. We were in
San Antonio?
no, DFW. Yeah.
It was in Dallas?
Yeah, it was in Stockyards.
didn't you both come? Weren't you both born there?
No.
Or who lived in Dallas for a little
I
bit?
have lived there
This
for a while.
fella.
Yeah. I got stationed at Fort
That's
Hood.
right. That's right.
My daughter's mom and grandparents lived up there, so
Got
we'd go there a bunch. And then when I got... You turned mine up too low.
Oh,
Hello?
did you touch one? No.
I don't know. It got loud.
Still good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah, so I spent 8 years in Texas. 6 down at Fort Hood, but I would go up, like, we always had 3-day and 4-day weekends, so we'd go spend the time up in Dallas a lot.
That's awesome.
And when I got out, I stayed there for almost 2 years.
Nice. I haven't really spent too much time in the Dallas area, but more time in San Antonio and Houston. So
Those are my favorite areas to go visit when I was at Fort Hood, was down in San Antonio.
Fort Hood, is that near Waco?
Yeah, it's like in between Waco and Austin.
Got it.
Yeah, if
Killeen.
you're on the 30.
It's in Killeen.
Yeah.
Okay, I know. I know where that's at. Yeah. There's like it's
45
like
minutes.
Temple, Texas, and then Belton, and then
Yeah.
Fort Hood.
Yeah, off 35, you hit, like, you're like right at Temple. You hit Belton and then Killeen.
Yeah. Nice, man.
No, Texas is fun. I love San Antonio. I look forward to actually seeing Houston and being in Houston. I've flown in, and then I drove an hour and a half north to do my first 100-mile race in what was the damn town called?
I don't even know.
Huntsville.
Huntsville. Okay.
Yeah, so we went up to Huntsville. They have a national park up there. That's where the run took place, and then from there, he drove back to Houston and flew out, and then I drove up to Dallas at the end of that run, and we spent some time with family in Dallas.
That's awesome.
So
Sick.
I've had, every time I've been to Texas, it's always fun. Doesn't matter where. It's either Dallas, San Antonio. Like, Texas is always fun.
Yeah, I love Texas, but California's still my home. I love California. I miss it every day. It's just it's hard. The weather's perfect. The food is perfect. Mexican food is the best, hands down. The Texas Mexican food, it's like Tex-Mex.
I like them.
Gross. Yeah.
Mexican food in California. Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
California it draws everybody in because you go to the coast and you're like, this is amazing. Like, it's beautiful here. The weather is amazing year round. Like, I get it. That's why I go when I do most of my personal vacations. That's where I go. I go to Laguna Beach. You go there for like 4 or 5 days.
1,000 steps?
What?
Do you go to 1,000 steps in Laguna?
No, surf and sand.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I love Laguna.
Oh, we park our car in, like, my wife pointed out, which I didn't even realize, that we could just get a plane ticket and spend like maybe $150 per person, fly there, and I was like, oh, it's 100% what we're doing. So I'm getting charged for parking every night that I'm there, and then we have to make that drive, and we got to spend money on the gas. It's like, we might spend an extra $30, but then we actually just got back 6 hours of time that we could be there.
Right. Yeah.
So the next time we go, I'm fairly certain I'm flying in and just Ubering from the airport straight over.
Smart. Yeah, flying to John Wayne.
John Wayne?
That's definitely the closest airport.
Yeah.
LAX is a nightmare.
Oh.
It's still a nightmare.
Yeah.
That thing has been under construction for like 45 years.
Yeah, I don't think that'll ever get better. I'm excited. My daughter's about to go to school in California. But,
Where at?
CBU. So,
Cal Baptist University in
Yeah.
Riverside. Is it
Yeah.
Riverside?
yeah.
Yeah,
And
I know
I've got
that area.
family in Corona.
Yeah.
Flying into Ontario is cake.
Yeah.
The drive to my aunt's house is like 15 minutes from
Nice.
the airport. It's
That's a really good school.
yeah, it's great.
Like, yeah.
Going and visiting, I didn't really have any expectations, and kind of the like California, and all the grandparents are like, oh, we don't want her to go to California. I'm like, she's not going to like work and pay taxes there. She's going the one time that it's actually going to be nice for
That's
her.
a really good school.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Definitely they teach the Bible a lot, which
Yeah.
is,
Yep.
I would say, definitely what America needs more of. You know, I feel America's losing their morals, and it's just it's just different, man. Like from when we grew up till now, it's like,
I actually think I'm seeing it go that way. Like
Yeah,
everyone I know
Bible's
is starting
coming.
to go to church,
Yeah.
and I've been going for like the last 8 weeks,
Yeah.
and I never went my entire childhood, and I have a Christian family. Just
Yeah.
we were very secular, like just not going to go to church.
Well, I talked to my mom about this because I went to Ryan Pineda's Kingdom Summit.
Huh.
1,000 entrepreneurs, but like it was faith-based.
right.
And so we had access to it. So I was like, I'm going to go check it out. Because all the people I've been following and areas of my life that I've improved that I'm getting all this information from, they all have the same common denominator, faith.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, I went there. By the last day, I gave my life to Christ. And
I
then
love that.
I started going to
Amen.
church that week.
That's-
And then Bible study usually every Wednesday. I've missed a few here and there, but I go to Bible study Wednesday
we missed
morning.
it today.
Yeah, well,
I totally forgot about it. We
I
could have
didn't.
gone today.
no, you couldn't have.
Man, that's a beautiful thing to hear coming from you guys. Like I didn't know that.
I'm
That's
seeing
good.
it all around me. It's crazy.
Definitely for me personally, since the Charlie Kirk thing,
So
we were at you guys were
We were
there
at
too. we were
WFCT.
at IWFCT,
Yeah,
and then
no.
like I got a phone call about it, and then the way I reacted, because I was like in the zone, I'm working, like doing demos. I get a phone call, and they were like, Charlie Kirk was shot. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I can't talk right now. Hung up the phone, and then started getting a bunch of messages, started things on social media. I'm like, huh, this was evil. Like, it was just, it really affected me.
So
For sure, like it went to show me that nobody's safe.
Oh,
For standing up for something that you believe in, you instantly become a target because what he stood for.
Yep.
And yeah, he was taking a stand against, Israel and all the crazy things that they're doing. Now, there's a difference between someone that doesn't like the people from Israel and then the Israeli government. That's who is the evil party, not the Jewish people.
yeah.
There's definitely a difference. So Charlie Kirk was definitely taking a stand against that, and obviously seeing what happened.
Yeah, no, I got that phone call. I had about the exact same experience. I was 30 minutes out from competing, and then all of a sudden I got a text from Jordan. Hey, I want to post something about Charlie Kirk. And I'm reading it, and then all of a sudden I get the phone call. He calling me. I'm like, hey, what's up? He goes, and then he starts explaining to me what happened. He's like, Charlie Kirk just got shot. And then as he's telling me this, he's like, Trump just posted he's dead. And I was like, call my brother. And like I'm literally in the middle of listening to worship music, about to go compete, and then all of a sudden he hit me with that, and I was just like, holy hell, like this is crazy.
What were we listening to?
Forrest Frank.
Forrest Frank.
I know
Forrest
it.
Frank.
Yeah, no, Forrest Frank and
I love that dude.
No, who's the other guy?
Jeremy Camp.
No,
Caleb.
Brandon Lake.
Okay, Brandon Lake.
Brandon Lake.
So I was there getting ready to watch him compete, and I think the first message I got was from Jordan, and I was like, wait, what? And at that point nobody knew he was dead. And I had this weird thing with my 15-year-old daughter the last year or so that I've been watching a lot more of his clips on YouTube, like at the house, and we would share like Instagram reels.
Yeah.
And she's the one in my house that was actually like, hey, I want a Bible. I want to start going to church. And I was like, oh.
Nah.
And I think it was that influence, to be honest. So I'm like, what the hell? And I got on X mistakenly. And immediately the first thing I see is actually the video, and I'm like, oh, this isn't gonna be just he got shot, he's dead. Like as soon as you saw it, it was like, oh, that's not, he's done. He was done immediately.
The whole thing was it's just weird.
Like my gut reaction was I called my kids because like I was like, shit, she's gonna see this, and I call them like, hey, did you hear what happened? She's like, yeah. I'm like, please don't go and find the video. She's like, I already seen it. I was like,
yeah. And then you have a military background, and like I was training in the past to do law enforcement, and like if you see how his security team reacted, like when it happened, like, how come nobody drew any weapons? Like how come?
See, that's where I'll push back. I feel like
just,
in the heat of the moment of something like that, having been in like combat scenarios, you don't know how, no matter how much training you have, how you're going to react when stuff pops off.
No one drew their weapon. That was weird.
I just think that,
then,
honestly.
Like, did you see like when it was slow-mo, like the security guard that was over him, like we wear metas, so when he was doing this, I knew that he was taking pic. I'm like, that's weird. Like you just saw someone get shot in the neck. Why are you taking pictures or recording? You know? Did you see that?
No.
Slow it down.
I have avoided watching. I haven't seen it. I don't want to see it.
It's one of those things.
It's nothing graphic, but
if I could find that portion, but
now you can't even find the graphic one. It's it's impossible to find even on X.
Good.
Yeah, it's impossible to find. I went back to go look for it.
Yeah, that's nothing that I don't think anybody should see that.
No, that was the scary thing to me though, is like it reached out and touched everybody all at once.
Right.
And then that was actually what sparked me to like, when coming home that weekend, like I asked the whole family, but especially my 15-year-old that wanted to go to church. I was like, you want to go to church this Sunday? Mm-hmm. So that was the first time I went in my whole adult life, was that Sunday. And then the pastor at our church actually talked about it quite a bit in a really good way.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of what drew me to like keep coming back. And now this last Sunday, my whole family went. It's funny because we met up. My mom was there, and I don't think she's gone, and I don't even know how long.
It took her.
He was there.
Took her
our
about 3
kids
weeks.
got to play together, and it's been like if you would have told me that I'd be going to church 5 years ago, I'd be like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
that was my attitude. But it's been nothing but positive. And even the messages that have been spoke on, like, you know, I've had issues with my marriage and my wife, and the very first one that we went to together was all about marriage, and it was like a lot of very relevant topics,
right?
Especially with us having a blended family and like talking about kids getting in between parents, and like everything about it was just positive for us. So it's been a great experience.
That's awesome. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. No, I had pretty much the same thing. I had too many coincidences happening all at once, and I was just like, this is.
Like you said earlier, I definitely feel like there's like a revival, or people are waking up to God, morals, and the family. I think we definitely need that. Like if you look at the outside of the Western world, like outside of the U.S., like the Middle East or Europe, like it's very family based. Like because when I travel a lot, so when I was in Europe last year, you can instantly feel the difference. Like when you land, it's just. You're going out to go get breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and you could just see like people are just hanging out like us, you and me, just talking, drinking coffee. They like to smoke a lot over there too, but they're just like human connection, interaction. I also noticed like nobody was on their phone, so it was just like a slower pace. And the team that I was with, we were just walking around, and we're Americans. We walk fast. We're always like in a rush. And then so the group that I was in, my friend said, hey guys, like, what's the rush? Why are we moving so fast? Let's just chill. Like, we look like a bunch of Americans right now. I was like, yeah, dude, you're right. You're so right.
I think it's just the natural swing of things. I feel like because technology is connected us in a weird way that it's actually disconnected us. I think people are getting pulled back to that connection. I think that's why podcasts are so powerful and why they became the main form of media.
For sure.
A 6-minute news clip on something or 30 seconds or whatever it gets boiled down to is just not appealing. I'd much rather listen to a 3-hour-long conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's why stuff like Joe Rogan is blown up. Is like it's a nuanced conversation where you can disagree in a way that's not argumentative and isn't like raising your blood pressure because you're getting so amped up. So I see the world swinging back that way
Yeah.
more than
For sure.
ever in my entire lifetime. So
And then also like podcasts like Joe Rogan, Theo Vaughn, they're able to get all these super smart people that like Rhonda Patrick.
Yep.
She's a doctor. Like normally when you go to the doctor, like they're just like in and out, 10 minutes, like because they're trying to see as many patients. So like when they have someone intelligent like that, like a doctor at that level, and where he spends 3 hours with them, like, oh, I want to be a fly on them. I want to hear, because normally like we're conditioned, the doctor's just like in and out. They just want to medicate you. They never want to find the source of what the issue is. They just want to, because they get paid on how many prescriptions they fill.
Yeah.
So, but if some people you say that to them, they think you're a crazy person, but in reality, it's how it is.
Yeah, but I think the truth has a way of finding its way, and like that's what's happening. Like like Andrew Huberman or whoever, a person like that. The fact that information's available to the average person right now, and more people are getting touched by cancer or heart disease or stroke or whatever, and clearly the system in place isn't treating those things. Like it's treating them, but it's not preventing them. And so people are looking for those answers, and they're available right now. So you see in people become less hesitant to thinking outside of the box when it comes to medical. People are still resistant, but
I mean, now ever since COVID, like anything medical from like the government or like they just massive communication of like I'm just like, oh, okay, I don't believe anything you're telling me.
Yeah.
So
I re-listened to an audiobook of 1984 recently. And
George Orwell?
Yeah, and even I did Animal Farm too. It's so eerie how like spot on that is to like the way the world is operating right now. There's just people that are so locked in politically to an ideology that they don't even want to hear anything that might oppose this belief that they've just like cooked themselves in.
It's definitely cult-like behavior.
Yeah, crazy.
For sure.
Oh, without doubt.
I haven't read 1984, but did they talk about like AI and like
so everybody I think he wrote this in like the 40s.
Okay.
And it talks about like everybody has a screen on the wall that's listening to everything you do, and newspeak, like literally words are being redefined, and like
I mean, definitely. I mean, the way that the video AI has been in the past, like I would say 3 months, it's pretty hard to distinguish what reality is.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember when they were doing it was like Martin Luther King versus was it Martin Luther King and Malcolm X? They were doing like a WWE match.
Oh yeah.
And you're looking at it, and I'm just like, that looks too good.
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers with Tupac.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
That was pretty good.
Have you seen the UFC fight between Tupac and Biggie?
No.
Dude, it's so good.
I've seen the one between Nikolai Tesla and Albert Einstein.
Yes. That was good.
Yeah.
That was a good one for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy. But like the more I think what connected to me outside of AI on that book was like the newspeak and the way words are being redefined, and it's like
everything being redefined.
Like the word racist being used ad nauseum to not even mean what it means. And a lot of times the people that are calling other people racist are the ones that are being racist, and it's like they've redefined it.
Yeah, this world, it's weird.
Yeah, like even calling Charlie Kirk a racist is like you only have to actually listen to a full segment of him talking on that topic to realize what he's saying is the exact opposite of racism.
Yeah, I had
like
pretty much thought that dude was racist ever.
No, because you've listened to full conversations that he's had, and not somebody taking 10 seconds of it out of context, and then that circulating through a bubble that wants to believe that, and that they won't even take the time to listen to a full 30 minutes.
I mean, all this goes into Operation Mockingbird. You know, the CIA infiltrated the media to control the narrative, and so allegedly that program doesn't exist, but when you're working with the CIA, their stuff always
they openly admit that they do it in other countries, so I think they wouldn't do it here too. I mean, I don't think this technology just happened to land in our hands right after 9/11, like smartphones and social media, literally where every person spends 6 to 8 hours a day with a camera watching them and everything behind them, just landed in our pockets right after we put the Patriot Act into effect. And that's the other thing. You name stuff in a way that you can't be against it
Right.
Like, call it the Patriot Act.
Yeah.
Or what's the newest one? There's always something that gets named in a way where, like, hey, even Elon talked about this the other day on Rogan, like the Department of Education. Like, you can't be against that, because that means what, you're against education?
I don't even know what they do. Doesn't Linda
education
McMahon
worse?
Doesn't Linda McMahon run that?
Now, yeah, she's trying to, like, basically disable it from the inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I definitely trust her versus
Yeah.
the previous.
But the problem is, in 4 years, who's going to be in charge?
I don't know. Oh my God. I don't know, man. 2026 is going to be wild. I don't know what to expect, but I'm ready for it.
Yeah, what's funny is I grew up being super liberal, thinking the government was going to solve all problems. And then as I get older, I realize, like, no, I'm in the camp of Elon. Like, the smaller, the better. Keep it at the lowest level and let the market decide. Because having been in the military, too. Like, it's a well-oiled machine for what it does.
Well, the military, they program you guys.
Yeah,
you know?
but the waste that you see, like, I went to Iraq twice, and just knowing even why we were there, what we were told the reason we were being there, and then you just see
the poppy field, right?
Well, no, that was Afghanistan.
Sorry,
but yeah, but just like in Iraq, KBR, Kellogg Brown Root, is a company that actually acquired Halliburton, which was the company that Dick Cheney
was the CEO of. Yeah,
they merged and became one, and they were in charge of everything over there, like the laundry points, the fuel points, the DFACs, everything. And they're in basically no bid contracts because you can't come in and replace them.
Right.
At one point, I think they were charging the American people $45 a bag of laundry, and it would be a room full of a bunch of third world nationals, so like people from like India or Uganda or wherever, getting paid nothing, with one contractor in there making six figures like every 6 months to run a laundry point. And we could turn a bag of laundry in every other day. And I was there during the surge when there's like 140, 150,000 people there. So this company that can't be replaced is charging us $45 a bag of laundry, doing 80, 90,000 bags of laundry a day. And there's no way to replace them. And when the contract comes up, because we stay another year, they get to just charge more. That's just laundry.
These guys are just printing money back then.
Yeah. I mean, and we wonder where those trillions of dollars went, and a lot of it went into those contractors' hands.
And it definitely seems like we're going into more war, man. I don't. It's frustrating. Like, the person that we voted for, it's like, oh, he wants more wars.
I haven't seen that.
Well, the Venezuela thing, and
I mean, they've been.
That's just.
I don't think we're going to go into like. That's the thing. We're not going to go into like full scale.
I think we should
anywhere.
mind our own business, man. Like, we need to take care of America, man.
Yeah.
It's.
I mean, I'm in all favor of taking those boats out that are bringing whatever they're bringing.
I don't think we really know what they're doing. Because like
I think they do if they're doing
that.
But
the government of Venezuela, like the Maduro, was just like saying like, oh, the U.S. is using this to use this as a what did he say, like a access point to start war with.
I'd be shocked if that happened.
With them would be what, us just walking in and stomping them out.
We would definitely destroy them.
Yeah. So it's if you want to not die on a boat, don't ride a boat at that time at high speeds, and then you won't get blown out of the water.
Yeah, and how about stop doing illegal drugs too?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like so,
well, that's the problem. Is really like look at.
But is it really drugs or really? I don't.
No, I think it's the fact that it's illegal. I think we should just legalize it. Like just make tax money on it.
I mean, California's done it with THC and Nevada too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Most states now. I think it's more states have than haven't.
Texas is not a green state.
Yeah, but there's a lot that are.
Yeah.
Isn't it medical or no?
I don't know. I think so. It's not a green state.
It's slow. It eventually will happen. It's just going to take a lot longer for it to
at the end of the day, there's a lot of money involved there. And
I mean, alcohol is legal. That stuff's so bad for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And
look what happened when we banned it for however 12 years or whatever it was. Like
during the Prohibition?
Yeah, I mean, you literally
moonshiners
stood up the mob.
Yeah.
Yep. So
that was JFK's dad.
Yeah,
he started moonshining.
Yeah, well, that's why I've become more and more in favor of the smaller the government, the better. Right. Because when there's more money
how
involved,
do you shrink the
power,
government though when it's so big right now? It's.
I mean, right now the shutdown is doing it.
Are politicians getting paid right now too, though?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
Okay, so that doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah, because they're the ones that vote for how that shit works. A lot about what's going. That's why I've become less and less political too. I don't pay attention very much anymore because at the end of the day, I can't affect that. Like what I can affect is where I put my time and energy into growing our business, taking care of my kids. Like
I love that.
And that's the other thing that's made me more, I guess you'd say, conservative is like at the end of the day, the people I'm hearing from that are on that side of the fence are the ones saying like, hey, focus on what you can control.
Right.
And that's how you make the world a better place. Like you can actually control things in your local circle. And if enough people do that, that's how individualism and people taking control of their life and not giving that. But that's why I think the narrative from the left is such a losing narrative. Mm-hmm. It literally puts people in a position where I am where I am because of the government or because of corporations or because of billionaires. It literally takes the power away from the person that could actually change their life.
I agree.
And that's why it's a losing argument. That's why Charlie Kirk was so powerful. He was very good at articulating that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he was the GOAT. Definitely.
So looking forward to 2026, what do you have going on training wise? I know
this
we got
wasn't me.
Oh,
I know.
we started already.
Oh yeah, we've been going.
Yeah, that was all.
Minutes in. Okay. Sorry.
I know.
I don't know if everyone's gonna like all this conspiracy stuff, but I don't know.
That's true.
It's just I've been woke since 9/11, dude. So.
They can deal with it if they have a problem with it.
Yeah, it's all good.
So I know we got Tinder battles.
So
is there anything else looming?
Definitely Tinder battles, January 10th and 11th. We're going to be training there. Other than that, that's the only major thing that's on the horizon. Oh, and the XPEL dealer conference is 2 weeks after that. But
you got busy.
I have a busy January for sure. And then I'm recently covering the East Coast right now. So I'm covering New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Delaware.
Hell yeah.
So, but I live in Texas, so I'm gonna be back and forth there probably till the beginning of January. So
lots of traveling.
Busy, man. Yeah, for
Lots
sure.
of traveling.
Yeah.
So there's your formal invitation. You're now a trainer. He kept asking me. He's like, "Am I?" I'm like, "I don't know. Talk to Carlos."
I don't know.
Well, I know you officially are, but I'll talk to Carlos.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
And I am not Carlos. I know we get mistaken a lot.
No, I'm just busting his balls. I told him, like, reach out to Carlos.
So you
We'll talk
are
to
in
him.
Texas now, though. You're not in California.
Oh no, I live in Texas. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've been
I was wondering how you're at his shop so much.
Oh, see, great. Thank you for bringing that up. With the Meta glasses, I'm there on the weekends because I obviously work in Houston. Well, I was working in Houston Monday through Friday, so I'll just stay the weekend and I'll just film content at a shop. But all those videos are literally from one day. It's just massive content. You just record.
Oh, that's smart.
But like people think that I'm there all the time. I'm
That
really
makes
not.
sense.
I'm really not.
Well,
But
take advantage of the opportunity while you have it.
yeah, for sure. And his shop, it's almost like a content creator's basic what we do, install content because the lighting's good. It's just everything pops. Like the flooring's good, the lighting's great. And it's easy to get into a workflow with creating like how-to content or the other flame videos that we do.
Yeah, those are really
So,
sick.
yeah. Hey, that blowtorch really worked. That big one.
Are you going to use that?
At
Is someone
Tinder
gonna-
battles?
is someone going to use that? Can you use that at Tinder battles? I guess that's a question for me.
I think-
Ask Carlos.
I think he said that if the facility says something, then they'll have to say no, but act as if.
All right, so we got to get on eBay and get one of those not a flamethrowers.
Well, no, if
Hey.
I'm not mistaken, from when he did the podcast, you have to cart it down still, so that
Yes.
it could work great for you. Also,
Yes,
it could
but you-
screw you.
Yes,
Like
because
that.
Yes. Yep.
So it could look nice, but as soon as you start carting that down,
Who
the tension's
cares,
back.
man?
There's too
good
much tension.
content.
You
I don't
increase
even-
it, you're smoked. That's it.
I just want the video of me shooting a giant flame to put on the internet. I don't even care if I
I
win.
love that.
I mean,
I don't
if
disagree
the
with
video gets a lot of views, you win.
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. I mean, walking away from the last Tinder battles.
Oh, you guys got so much. Was it 116 million?
No.
Maybe between every variation.
Well,
of it.
there was one video that did like 60 or like 110 million.
That's probably Marco. No,
Carlos?
No, Marcus. Jeez. I didn't say that.
No, it was one of yours. It was definitely one of your videos.
Yeah, I
On
know
what platform,
iterations
though?
of it have had
Maybe it was
tens of
Meta.
millions.
If it's on anything besides either, actually, if it's beyond Meta, I haven't seen it. Those are the only two that
Maybe
I look
TikTok?
at.
And with all that, were you guys able to generate business?
Oh yeah,
I mean, we started trending in South Africa.
the podcast did. Because there's people in the comments on when the Facebook one blew up. There's people in the comments from there commenting, and we were posting links, or he was, and all of a sudden the podcast was trending in South Africa.
That's interesting that that video pushed out to South Africa. Interesting.
Yeah, we
You never. That's the thing with content. You never.
I always forget about
you never
international, but
Yes.
it's like, yeah, I mean, of course.
Yeah,
Why
you
not?
you never know like what a video is going to do. Like, it's such a powerful tool.
It's crazy.
That's what sold me on
With Tinner Battles?
Tinner Battles and
Oh.
just on content in general.
Yeah.
Was that because like the one video that got posted to Facebook, that was the first time it went viral. I think that one's up to like 27 million. And then when he
crazy.
repurposed it the next year and put it on Instagram, and then the same thing happened. All of a sudden it was going, and then it also
Yeah.
just took off. And we had a second run too, where it was at like 12, and then it ran to 17 million again.
That's insane.
And at that time, I'm pretty sure a little less than half the comments are probably me and Jordan, because
Yeah.
that was the one thing I was told by, like, I reached out
Yeah.
to my business mentor. I was like, what should I do with this? He goes, engage.
Comments. Comment
Engage,
section.
drive them back to your
Yep.
website. So it's like every comment, even if someone was trying to troll, just kill them with kindness.
Oh,
I love those ones.
I love when people talk crap, because it, especially on Meta, Facebook. Like, I feel like with the more people that talk crap, it pushes it.
Yep.
Like it pushes
Yeah.
the video even more.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. Maybe it's Mark Zuckerberg's little brain that he just wants conflict.
Yeah.
But it's just like I don't know. When people argue on there, the video just pops.
I think it's just the human brain. Dude, that
Yeah,
these
but it
algorithms
doesn't-
are just reflecting.
But it doesn't happen
People-
on Instagram though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It definitely wasn't as
Facebook's definitely more of a conflict zone.
I
I just
call-
feel in
yeah.
general. I don't spend much time on there because of that.
No offense to the older crowd, but I call Facebook like where old people go to argue.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
where senior citizens go to argue.
It's definitely like, yeah, it's a boomer's platform
Yeah.
for sure.
No, it was definitely. If looking at the comments on Facebook, they're definitely more argumentative, but we definitely still had people trying to they were attempt at trolling on Instagram,
Right.
and then some of his responses, Jordan's responses, were great. One guy replied back, and he's like, "This is like the best response I've seen. Like, I will follow you guys now from now on." Like, I was just literally. He admitted, like, I was just trying to troll. Like, that was a
Love that.
great response.
Yeah.
Like, I'm following along now.
There you go, man. That's the thing, but like with you just like I made a video in Carlos's shop. I was helping one of his guys with bottom loading, and I was like, let me just record some content. And that's one thing I love about the Meta. There's not a difficult set. Put them on, click, record. So I was showing him how to bottom load, and that video it's at almost 11 million views. Like, I think why it did well is because human connection.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking to someone, I'm guiding him how to do something, and the video just took off.
Yeah.
So, and I'm also running ads on it right now. So, especially here.
Smart.
Are you guys running ads?
Not on those ones.
Not ads, but boosting.
yeah.
Same thing.
I mean, like, we've heard
Some
the
of our
last couple
personal
of
ones.
SEMAs. Like, it's
Oh.
cool with us being here in Vegas. And
Yeah.
I was just talking to somebody about this yesterday. We'll go to the after party
Yeah.
Thursday night, and everybody there will be like, man, I've been seeing your ads the whole time I've been here, because we naturally are already targeting this valley. So everybody that comes to SEMA
Gotcha,
that
gotcha.
has any involvement in window tint
Gotcha.
will get our ads all week long without
Smart.
us even having to do it. So, like, it's just happening naturally because we already run ads here.
So you guys are constantly just
Yeah, I mean, we definitely
Building, growing.
hit SEMA like crazy, and it's been happening accidentally just because this is our market.
right.
But yeah, we were talking to somebody else yesterday that's trying to target the industry. It's like, hey, do a targeted ad at SEMA, do it at Tinner Battles, do it at WFCT. Like,
I mean, I'm doing it here
Yeah.
on that video that did 10 million. I think I'm at $30 a day because I just wanted. Here, I love social media, but like when a video is already naturally doing well, and then when you give it a little boost, it's like instant TRT.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
It just like that video is it's moving.
yeah,
So
we don't do a lot of direct boosting, but we'll take something that hits organically
Yeah.
and have Rewired throw it into our ad set. So now
Nice.
all of a sudden it's taking that engagement that it gets organically, and
Mm-hmm.
now it is in part of our ads. So
that's awesome.
yeah.
Good.
Now, on your journey of being the trainer,
Yeah.
how long would you say? Because this is just I guess a personal question for me. Because
Yep.
we've started the academy and we started training. Like, that was always what kind of set us back. I would say we were probably 6 months behind to where I wanted to be, but like I wanted to make sure that I could actually pass the trait along to someone. How long did it take you to get comfortable knowing, like, all right, like comfortable with teaching someone, because tinting a window is like I can close my eyes and do it.
Yes.
But teaching someone to then tint a window is a completely new tool set. And
Yes.
It's like I have to now learn how to pass this along. Like, how long did it take you to get comfortable with that?
So when I joined XPEL in 2019, I had to learn how to train the XPEL way. So I was being led by Jason Polanco. I'm sure you met him at the XPEL booth, and like it was like boot camp. I was standing in front doing the presentation and then learning, because it's like theory and then install, like hands-on. So I literally did the presentation, I think probably like 6 hours straight. And the next day we did like 6 hours of like hands-on. This is like, because how we train, it's methodical. It's like step 1, step 2, step 3. If a trainee misses step 3, the rest of their process is going to be messed up because they missed a step.
Yeah.
So long story short, it was a lot of repetition. And like when I did my first training with XPEL, I was a little nervous, but I was still confident in myself because I know how to tint.
Yeah.
But I just had to reprogram my brain to train the XPEL way. But after, I don't know, I would say after the first month, I was confident. But the type of person that I am, like I wanted to be perfect, and I don't want to look like a fool when I'm training someone. So like a lot of repetition and a lot of criticism. Like Jason will tell you, like, you sounded dumb the way you said it like that. Say it this way. I was like, oh, okay. So you got to have thick skin. You got to be able to take constructive criticism, and it literally makes you better.
Yeah.
So
now we get lucky in the fact, like I think like the first class we did, it's like me and Jordan talked after the fact. And it's like, you guys are kind of like, you guys are covering the same thing, but you're contradicting each other. Like, don't say it like that, because then it sounds like you're saying you have to do it this way. Because he listens to everything that we record and he's editing it down. So he'll come back to me and he'll send me a text or something. He's like, I'm not trying to be. I'm like, no, dude, I want you to say whatever you need to say.
Yes.
Because I need that outside perspective
Yep.
to change the way I am letting this be perceived by whoever I'm teaching it to. I need to hear that.
And then to really bring upon change, like you need an outside force, or your brother, or someone outside to tell you the truth and not be a yes man.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people are just scared to tell the truth about any situation. So, but yeah, also what I learned when training, that we have to, like, we're all tinners. We have to think of the person that we're training. They don't know what we're talking about. So like industry words, jargon, like they don't know what a pocket shrink is. They don't know what a hard card is. They don't know. They think a card and a squeegee are the same thing, and that's okay. So you have to be able to articulate and talk in basic terms so it registers in the brain. And then when you do that in a class, like they just relax and they're more comfortable. Like, oh, it's not that difficult,
Yeah.
And then when I'm training, I say, don't overthink, just do. Don't think, just do.
Yeah.
And for
Yeah,
sure.
so that's where we kind of even tailored our first group of classes we've been doing to try to mitigate that. Like, we're not starting with people that have no experience. Like, our first 3-day class we've been doing is targeted towards people that have at least so many years of experience in at least automotive or flat glass already.
So more like an advanced training.
Exactly.
Got
It's more like intermediate to
advanced,
advanced, which includes sales and training on like metering the windows and
Glass type.
determining which type of film. So we're not even allowing people that are just trying to like come in with no knowledge into that class right now. We've been screening for it, and now we're going to develop a class that is just for that entry level. But for us, that was like the cheat way of getting around having to, all right, we can't have 3 people here that they've been doing it for 4 years and 2 people that know nothing, because all the time we spend going over the basics with the person that knows nothing is taking away from the other people. So we're trying to separate those.
Right.
Yeah.
I love training new people. It's motivating to me, because when you're able to teach someone a skill set that they can literally work anywhere in the world, like I'm specifically talking about automotive, but also it goes to PPF and flat glass. In certain students, like a little light bulb goes on in the brain, and like, oh wow, like I can really do this. I can change my life. I can literally buy a house, buy a new car, create a family. Like, this trait that we train people on can change someone's trajectory in life. So I love training new people for sure. And the good thing about training new people, they don't have bad habits.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's just, to me, it's easier to train someone that doesn't know anything.
That's where
And women do better than men. So, for example, if I had a class of 5 people and there was 2 women and 3 men, every single time the women do better, because just from my experience, like the women don't have this ego that men do. You know how men are. We see something one time, and we're like, oh, I could do that. I could do it better. I could do 2 plates. No, you can't. And women come in and they're like, oh, here's step 1, 2, 3. Like, okay, and they follow the guide, and they don't overthink it, because they don't. I feel like women don't have like this ego thing, and they do better than the men every single time.
I know we have one local installer that we're going to bring her in.
Nice.
She's only doing auto right now.
Okay.
I mean, that was the big push for me, because if in the perfect avatar for me was someone who has been doing strictly auto for 5 years, because they come into it knowing like, all right, flat glass, this is different. So they're not going to take anything I say like, well, I do it this way. Well, no, you don't, because you don't do flat glass. And this is 2 different worlds. But now I just got rid of, they know how to use an OFA for the most part. They understand that. They understand what contamination is. They understand the prep process, to where now I can go through those things. So I do have to go through them, but I can go through those quickly. And to where it's like, they grab a piece of film. You know, if someone has rolled up a piece of film, just you can hand it to them. Hey, roll this up. And however they start grabbing it, you know, it's like, all right, you've been installing for about this long. Or if they instantly grab it and roll it up instantly, like, all right, you've handled film.
Yeah.
Like, everyone goes through that process when they first start handling film. First, they think it is like this piece of glass that you have to be so
delicate,
careful. And you're like, no, you're good. You can get after it. And then they start doing that, and it's like, all right, back it down a little bit. All right, Hercules. We're like, relax. You can't crease it. And then they find that happy medium. To where we're able to get that completely out of the way. But I do look forward to bringing, because we had a lot of people when we were screening like, hey, I just want to install. Like, I might want to learn about the glass and the meter and all that eventually, but like, I just want to get the install down. I just want to learn this trait so I can go get a job somewhere.
Got it.
So I look forward to those people, because having that clean slate of having zero clue about what's going on, and then you get to mold them exactly into like,
well, and
this
it's
is
what
what
we've
I
been
want.
doing internally. We've found a lot of success, exactly like you just said. When we're hiring somebody internally, we've been looking for the person with no experience.
Yes.
With a good attitude, work ethic, all the things that you can't teach somebody.
Right.
And then we can teach them out of 10.
Right.
Like, and they don't have the bad habits. Trying to bring someone in that has 2 or 3 years of flat glass experience with bad habits and an ego, and because they've done it before, they think they know, it's the worst.
Cancer to the team. For sure.
Yeah. So we've like avoided that. We've tried it a couple times, but it's never.
Yeah.
The new clean slate, good attitude, good work ethic, willing to learn, knows that they don't know anything about this yet, is so much easier to teach.
And then you guys were recruiting from the jiu-jitsu class. So this was like maybe 5 years ago.
Our lead
is he still
flat
part of
glass
the
manager?
He's
right
our
now.
manager
He
now.
runs the whole department now.
Which camera? You see, guys,
Yeah.
I wasn't just talking crazy.
Yeah.
These guys did it.
Yeah, no. I mean, we got really lucky. COVID hit is someone I knew through someone at jiu-jitsu.
Not a good combination. We got lucky. COVID hit.
I mean, and it just so happened that he lost his job where he was at. He was actually just opened up his own jiu-jitsu studio because he just got his black belt. And or he might have already been teaching as a brown belt at his own academy. But he just recently got his black belt. And a friend of mine that I was training with was like, hey, Armando is like looking to get a new job. And I heard you were talking about you need people. And I'm like, yeah, like send him over. And
I mean, recruiting from a jiu-jitsu place, academy, it just goes hand in hand with what we do, because jiu-jitsu, wrestling, things like that, it requires discipline and technique. And that goes hand in hand of what we do, and dedication.
And no ego.
No ego.
Humble.
And like you'll see the guys that constantly come in, they don't miss a day of practice. Like, oh, okay, that dude's driven. That dude knows what he wants, or female. Like, oh, I want to hire them. You know. So like when you see that, I was like, when I heard you talk about it, I was like, that is so smart. And I remember someone on the group, this was like 5 or 6 years ago, someone said, how do you find good installers? And I was talking about your story, and it got so much like, guys are just ego and narrow-minded. But congrats to you guys.
I
You
remember
guys are thinking
that,
outside the
and people
box.
were like, oh, that's never going to work. And
I was
I'm
like,
like,
yeah,
I
it
didn't
does.
intentionally like think of this. It just happened to fall in my lap. But then when it happened, it was like, oh yeah, like this is the perfect group of people to recruit from.
So smart.
Well, they understand, like, if to go from white, especially if they all of a sudden now they're a black belt, it took them 10 years to get there. They know how good they were to begin with to where they're at now, and it took stacking repetition and practice and technique over and over again until they got to the point where they felt competent, and then to the point where they got to a black belt, and then they're like, now I'm in this new world where, yeah, I'm a black belt, but all the other black belts ahead of me can destroy me, but we're somehow all on the same playing field still. It's like,
it never
directly
ends.
it just never stops. No, it was, we got lucky with him.
You guys crushed it with that. I was like, that's so freaking smart.
Oh, and it evolved perfectly too, because at the time he was our main installer. Then he was kind of stepping away because he was trying to devote more time to, his business academy, which we knew to begin with and which we were fine with.
Oh, so he was doing dual roles.
Yeah.
Oh, he still runs his academy.
Well, this is what the next level to that is. So he was kind of drawing back on installation, and then all of a sudden he heard that we were going to be looking and hiring a flat glass manager, because at the time I was doing all the scheduling and the coordination and all that, and I needed to get it off my plate. And I didn't want Josh to take it on because he's doing all the sales.
Right.
So like he came to me with it. He's like, I can do that. Took me like 2 weeks of like technically shadowing him after I sat down with him, explained what the job was and what he needed to do. Because like he can still call customers if he's at his academy. Like all of a sudden he sees an approval, it gets moved in the right way, goes through our protocols. He reaches out, he schedules it, he gets his guys ready, he cuts all the patterns for them. And like I know he can cut patterns efficiently, so it's like literally I was able to hand off that whole section of the company to where it's like he comes to me if there's like a fire. Otherwise, he just takes care of it.
Well, that way it sounds like your team can install with confidence and efficiency, and just like we know that. Is his name Armando?
Yep.
Armando's managing the 50 cal. We're going to be good, you know?
100%. Yeah. And it allows him flexibility. That like, if he knows he's got to get stuff done, he can schedule it around his schedule with the academy.
Yeah.
And he can come in early, cut patterns out, whatever. He can always handle customers and calls from anywhere. It's been great. It's been an awesome transition to take us even more out of the operations side of the flat glass.
Are you guys both still installing?
No, not at all.
Oh, wow.
I probably stopped installing. You could say I probably stopped installing 2 years ago.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I'm almost.
So it's you two and your sister running the business.
Yeah.
And where's Dad?
At home watching the Chiefs.
I love that. Dude, that's an incredible story. Like to work with your dad to build a business, and now you guys are taking it over, and I'm sure your kids are going to get involved with it, maybe if they want to. Oh. But just that your dad took a risk on himself to start his own company, to do what he did for the love of his family, and it's a beautiful thing, man. We definitely need more of that for sure.
No,
I love it.
It's kind of crazy how it all worked out, and our mom's been instrumental too. Like, early days, she would work graveyard at like Bonds to just keep the business afloat.
Yeah,
keep
while
insurance.
Doing the books, doing the paperwork side of stuff, and even to this day, still she's the one that like negotiates our insurance and that kind of stuff.
Good.
Like that's like most of her involvement right now. We've been slowly taking stuff off of her plate too. More and more of the books are going to my sister and to Amber, our admin. So we've slowly over the last 5 years removed them from really having to do anything.
That's good.
We'll go to them for big decisions just to make sure they're on board. But pretty much if the three of us agree, it's going to happen.
Shout out to your parents, man, for reals. They raised two good men. I love that.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
We need that more, man. Like in society, we need more dads. I know moms get a lot of credit, but I feel like dads don't get enough credit. You know? Dads deal with a lot of, we deal with a lot of burdens. We don't talk about things as we should, and we kind of hold on to them. And then when a situation happens, we just explode. But that's why we do jiu-jitsu and to calm that,
That's why I run 100 miles.
And that's why you run 100 miles. So, yeah, man. Good job. I'm proud of you guys.
You still been training a lot?
I'm not running as much as I did anymore because it just I was getting too thin looking. Mainly doing like circuit training and just weights.
Jiu-jitsu?
I travel too much.
That's the best time to train, man. Is you get to go train in new gyms all the time.
You're exposing me. I know. You're exposing the holes in my. Yes, I know. You're right.
It's the best.
You're right.
That's actually I haven't trained.
You've been training?
I've been running a lot. I've replaced jiu-jitsu with running.
Yeah.
But I've been really dedicated with that lately. I've got back up over 30 miles a week, and
That's
I'm
good.
running a 5K at the end
That's
of the month that I'm kind of excited about. So I haven't tried to train for anything short and fast in a long time. I've
Yeah.
kind of realized like it's kind of copping out by doing longer slow, because the training for that is a lot easier.
Yeah.
So it's like I want to try to get my 5K time real fast and then go back to long.
I remember 2 years ago, it was Virginia Beach. What would you guys smoked everybody?
No, we
took
got crushed by
third and
2
fourth.
guys that
Yeah,
were
but
ultra runners too.
those guys were, I don't know.
They're
And then
training
he
more
smoked
than
me the
us.
next
Were
That's
day,
they,
it.
were they even part of our?
Yeah.
Oh, they were.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're installers. One's a Lumar
Yeah.
dealer,
Oh.
and
Yeah.
the other one.
See, I thought okay.
No, and then talking to them afterwards, it made total sense. They were training more and running more.
Yeah, one of the guys just
It's
did
like anything
Leadville.
else.
Well, they were like one of them was like 130 pounds.
They're
He was
runners.
really, really tall.
Well, that
Yeah,
definitely
they're,
helps.
They're runners through and through. They have the run. They have the
Yeah.
runner
Yeah.
body type without
Yeah.
a doubt.
Yeah, every pound you lose is a couple percentage of efficiency. Like right now, that would be my biggest gain in speed for a 5K. If I dropped 20 pounds, I'd probably drop 2 minutes off my 5K.
Where
Yeah.
would you lose 20 pounds?
Oh, I could easily. I weighed 160 in 2019 when I started training jiu-jitsu.
Oh wow.
I'd gotten that, but that was from running 60 miles a week.
Yeah.
Eating like nutritional ketosis. For
That's
like
hard
9
on the.
months straight.
That's hard on the body though.
I mean, I felt good
But
at that
but
weight.
you were
I felt good at
running
that
with
weight.
those special shoes.
No, I wear
Weren't
minimal
you?
shoes.
Yes, those ones.
So just ultras.
Yeah.
They're just like that's what I'm wearing right now, actually. So there's zero heel
Okay.
drop. They're just
Yeah.
natural. They're not. I think it just allows you to build more.
Not
foot
like
and calf
this. You don't
strength.
want to run with these. This is just.
Yeah, I mean,
These are real.
everybody's different, and honestly, my opinion on that's even changed. Like right now, my daughter trains in these kinds of shoes, but then she'll race in shoes that actually are a little bit more aggressive.
Nice.
But yeah, that's a whole like we could have a whole hour conversation on which shoes to wear.
No, yeah, that's body type. That's feel. Like I like zero drop.
I was rocking a lot of the Hokas, and when I was running a lot, and I was going through them
I've
like
never
2 months.
liked them.
They would literally wear out.
Yeah.
Well, how many miles were you doing on them
I
though?
was doing 5 miles a day.
2 months, 300. Yeah, you should get more than that. I usually get about 500 to 600 miles before I get to the point where it's like,
I'll push them to
I
the
gotta
fact
get-
that
I
there's
gotta get
holes. I'll go like 1,000.
oh, that's what my last pair did.
Yeah.
I have.
Damn, you're running on slicks or what?
Yeah, but I will. Because honestly, like if it's just training and it's easy, like zone 2 training, I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
And ultimately, especially wearing a neutral shoe, you kind of just want to have more. This is why I don't like the really cushiony shoes. They make it to where you can have bad form and you don't feel it. And that's when you start having knee issues. And that's what drew me towards more natural shoes is if your running form is proper and you've got a shoe that allows you to feel the ground,
Right.
like, or if it's bad, you're going to feel it. So it's like if you actually look at any young kid that's like 4 or 5 years old or younger, watch them run around barefoot. Their heel like never touches the ground. So their running form is almost perfect because they're running around barefoot and they naturally just correct to how you should run. The book Born to Run is what got me into ultras in the first place. That's kind of why we named this Born to Tint.
Wow.
It talks about it in detail on
Nice.
like the theory behind
Who
it.
is that book by?
Christopher McDougall.
Oh, okay.
Very good. I've listened to the audiobook probably like 4 or 5 times.
Yep, me too.
He's obviously an ultra marathoner.
He became one. The book is the story of how he became one. He went from being told from an orthopedic doctor because he had plantar fasciitis that he just should stop running. And then he went into this journey he was like a National Geographic writer that he started like looking into this. Well, how am I finding out that there's these natives in Mexico that run 50 miles a day and they do it until late age, and what are they doing differently? So that
Tire tread on their shoes, like
Yeah.
flip flops made
So
out
then,
of tire
yeah.
tread.
a big thesis in the book is most of the running injuries that happen in the Western world is you're running on artificial surfaces like asphalt and concrete, and then you're doing it in these shoes that then cushion your feet in a way that you run with bad form, which then creates a bunch of injuries that you wouldn't have.
Bunch of bad form and put
Yeah.
more pressure on your joints.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then like
that makes
even
sense.
I think he even talks about it in the book. Like if you look at like the Kenyans who are the masters at distance running, a lot of them at young ages will run barefoot until they're like teenagers.
Dang.
And they're building really good foot and calf strength. And a lot of people that haven't been running that get into it, the first injuries they end up having are shin splints and calf injuries.
I would get a lot of shin splints.
Yeah, so those smaller muscles, supporting muscles and ligaments in your ankle and your calf and your feet just you haven't used them, so you haven't built up strength in them. And then if you go try to start running in a shoe that's stabilizing your foot and cushioning it, you're not building that up. And now all of that impact is going into the bones.
Yeah. Not too much of a pillow, not more of like natural. Yeah, that makes sense.
I even gained an arch back to my foot. My feet were almost flat. And running this way, like my foot size shrunk from a 10.5 to a 10.
Wow, that's good. So you created an arch.
I created an arch in my foot. Yeah.
That makes sense. I used to wear 11s and ultras. Now I had to go to 10.5 because they were just too big, and I was having blistering because they were too big. I never thought about it like that.
No, my foot shrunk because I literally created an arch.
Heel.
Yeah. Instead of landing on your heel, you should be landing midfoot.
Right.
Or forefoot, like depending on how fast you run. Yeah.
Nice. All right. So who wins a race between you and your daughter?
Oh, her. I can't. She just ran a 5K in 1803 on a hard course.
5K, that's
3.1 miles. So her average was five.
Oh my God.
540 something. Yeah.
Oh, she's really fast.
Yeah, like really, really, really fast.
So she's 100 pounds.
120.
Oh, wow.
That's
fast.
She just ran she broke her school record for the 1500, 1600, and the mile this last year. She ran the mile in 5 flat, the 1600 in 4:58.
What's the world record?
For women right now, it's
14 something.
No, for the mile, it's 4:07.
Oh, it's crazy, dude.
So
a minute a lap.
Faith Keptagon broke the record. She's it right now. She just had a project with Nike that was called Breaking 4, where she was attempting to break 4 minutes, as a woman's never broke 4.
Did she do it?
No, she barely missed it. But then she went to break the world record for the 1500 a couple weeks later at the World Championships, or at the Prefontaine Classic. She broke the world 1500 meter record, which 1500 meters is 109 meters short of a mile. Wow. And she ran that in 3:30 something.
Oh, she's fast.
She's the fastest woman alive.
Damn.
Yeah. She's insane. And I think she just took 2nd or 3rd at the World Championships in the 5K. And she won the 1500.
That's insane. I think my fastest mile time was 6 minutes, 15 seconds.
I think my fastest...
That was 6th grade.
Yeah, I think I did cross country 1 year in middle school, and I got my mile time down to 5:45.
Yeah, that's moving.
Yeah.
That's really fast.
I think most recently I've gotten down to 5, probably 5:40, but that was when I was 164 pounds, and I wasn't drinking. I was pretty much carnivore, technically probably keto, but I didn't track anything.
Yeah.
But all I was eating was steak, butter, avocado, and that was it.
Steak is life.
If I leaned up right now, back down to 160, I think I could get close to 5. I just did a workout. This is training my daughter. I've learned how to use ChatGPT and all the data that we collect now. I've done it with her for the last 2 years. You take the data from Strava or Coros or wherever, showing the paces that you ran throughout a workout and where your heart rate was, and you can feed it to ChatGPT. And if you give it enough data and your weight and your age and all of those things,
it'll make a plan.
It can give you, it can help you make your training plan, but it can also give you predictions on what you should be able to run. And with her, it's been spot on. I just did a workout last Saturday where I did 6. The workout was supposed to be 8 400s with 60 seconds of rest, and try to run those splits as evenly as possible, but being maxed out.
Right.
And then you take the average of those.
So she's running this full speed, steam.
That workout's not supposed to be full speed, but it's I was trying to run the splits at what I thought I could run a mile at.
Got you.
So my goal was to do 90 seconds just to see if I could run 6-minute mile right now without having to put the stress of running a mile hard like that. And my first split was 84 seconds, so it was 6 seconds fast. And then I ran the rest of them right at 90 or a little under. And at number 6, I was puking and okay, I definitely started out too fast. I'm going to shut it down. And then I ran that data back through ChatGPT. Here's what I just did for my workout. I was trying to do because that's a classic way to figure out your mile time without running the mile is do 8 400s with 60 seconds rest, and try to do them as evenly as possible. And if anything, if you can speed up the last couple, do that. And then you average those times and divide it from 2 miles down to 1. And that should be about where you can run a mile. And it said that I could probably run a 5:40 right now. So it's like, and then I asked it, well, if I got down, I'm currently 185. If I got down to 165, what could I do? And it was basically like right about 5.
Wow.
And that would be without getting any fitter. That would just be taking a 20-pound
Right.
vest off. So weight is huge.
Yeah, for sure.
The thing that gave me that idea was a customer that had high-end bikes in their garage. And I was telling him, like, he's telling me this is a $10,000 bike. And I was interested in riding bikes at that time, like road bikes. And he's like, but honestly, if you're just getting into riding a bike, you could get the $1,500 Trek that has like the mid-level components on it. And that's all you need. The difference from a $1,500 bike to a $10,000 bike is the bike weighs like 3 pounds less.
Carbon fiber frame.
So it's like, and you only need that high-end bike if you're an elite cyclist that has no body fat to lose. Because otherwise, if you're just the average Joe, is it worth it to you to lose 3 pounds or spend an extra $9,000 for a bike?
Yeah.
So it's like the same thing applies to running.
Right.
But that's why a lot of college girls will like literally like starve themselves into being like just. So that's been that's been a big thing with me and my daughter is like I'm constantly making sure she eats like crazy. Her keeping her protein intake up. Like she takes supplements. Like I love it. But she's dialed in now where I don't even have to tell her to do anything. She's asking me questions and then she's just doing it. But I will like during the season be like she'll like be dinner time and I'll add more food to her plate. She's like, I can't eat anymore. Like, just have a little bit more. Because a lot of these girls will get injured because they're not eating enough because they're trying to stay thin because they know that every pound matters.
And the weight cut at that young age.
It's crazy.
It messes with your thyroid and stuff.
No, you'll outperform. You'll do better in the long run by having a little bit more weight on your body, especially at that level. So,
yeah, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's been my obsession for the last couple of years. It's just been like dialing in with her. Now
You're
she's
setting her up for
year.
success, man.
She's got state actually Saturday. So I'm flying to Reno Saturday for that.
Nice. I hope she wins.
She's got a chance. Good. She should. I mean, she can.
She can.
She just won the Southern Nevada regional meet. So
nice.
Yeah. She's got.
How is she taking all this success?
Good. She's a super humble kid. I'm like super proud of her. She gets really good feedback from parents, teammates, coaches. Like she's a good teammate. She's basically not quite a full ride, but almost a full ride to CBU for running. Sick. So it's
perfect.
Yeah, and they've got a great program, great coach. That's the thing that like really locked us in.
No, that's a very good school.
The coaches were amazing.
Very good school.
I absolutely love the coaches.
Nice.
So,
it's a beautiful campus, dude.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. I can't wait to go visit it.
It's really nice. I'm really excited. Yeah. It's crazy. It's coming.
Kind of bumping up against time, unfortunately. We definitely got to do this again.
We finally made this happen. We've been trying to do this for 3-4 years. Well, whenever you first started it.
2 years. Oh, 2 years exactly to this week, I think, is when we started this.
Well, this is the perfect idea to have this here. Like, because it's always hard to try to find. I got to get an Uber, but then like
we did it last year at the shop, and it was hard to get people over there, so that's why this happened.
Yeah,
perfect.
But we definitely got to do it again back out of the shop because then we don't have there's no time cap.
Yeah, because I'm sure we could do this for 2 to 3 hours.
100%.
Yeah,
like we did the other one, the secret podcast.
The secret. Well, we appreciate you taking time to come over, having a chat with us. I was really looking forward to this one, and I look forward to doing it again.
Same, man.
And I can't wait for Terra Battles.
Yes, sir. I will see you guys soon in January. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, you guys know how it works. Follow, subscribe. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Which.